Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, pleased to be joined by Mitchell Cronyn of Livonia Franklin Boys Basketball. And if you haven't heard what the Patriots have been doing this year, they've been doing a lot of good stuff. 6-0 on the season, if I'm not 6-0, right?
Yeah.
Big win yesterday over, I believe it was Harbor Springs,
Yeah.
down in the Northville Classic. First off, Mitchell, how are you, bud?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing well. So let's talk about the season so far. We talked to you before the season started, and this is, you guys have put up got some solid wins against really good teams too.
Yeah, it just feels good. I mean, the work's finally paying off. Our chemistry, it's really showing. Start off 6-0. We got a big win against Northville. Just got a big win against Harbor Springs. Now we got two big games ahead of us. Loyola and Stevenson really going to test how we're doing. Just going to test our team.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like we had coach on earlier in the week. And the biggest thing he talked about is, just how together you guys are. I mean, he said this is a fun group to coach. Because the thing is, you guys are all friends anyway. What's it just like to, interact with the guys? But the thing is, there's also a lot of very loose personalities, a lot of characters on that team, which also makes it more fun. And then also to have all those personalities together, knowing that. But the thing is, you all want to win just as bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like everyone, we know when to goof around. Like outside practice, we have fun. But like as soon as practice comes, games come, we're all locked in. So we know when it's business. We want to win. So.
Okay, and I know we talked about this, but what's really been the biggest success with this team so far?
It's our chemistry. I mean, the ball's flowing. We interlock on defense, and just like you said, we had a hot start so far. So it's just nice. We got to keep it rolling, keep a tunnel vision on the season.
And you yourself have kind of also had a pretty good year as well. What's the biggest thing that you've worked on with your game this offseason? I know we've asked you this before, but really, what have you noticed that you've gotten a lot better at from last year?
Yeah, same thing as I said before, just confidence. Like I feel like I can go into every game, score 10 plus points, we can win. But last year I struggled with confidence. My shot was off. Now I feel like I'm just dialed in now.
Okay.
And I think that's the work I've been putting in the off season.
Let's kind of talk about that for a second. I know the last time we had you on, you kind of talked about a lot of the work that you've put in, but just kind of take me through what your off season was like.
I mean, as soon as the season was over, it was a heartbreaker. I mean, we lost in districts by 1 point to Romulus. After that, I got right into AAU, and I was always texting my coach, "Can I get in the gym after school?" Even though I was playing baseball too. So I was playing baseball, I was playing AAU, and I was putting work in the gym. So it was really a grind. And then summer came, we got back with our high school team for a month. Then I just kept it. I was in the gym every day, getting shots up, working on ball handling.
Okay. Is there a certain song that pumps you up?
I don't really have one. It's just put on my playlist, press shuffle, and just go from there.
Okay. I didn't know if there was, I didn't know if there was a certain one, or is there like a team song that fires everybody up?
Like we just have a playlist, go through every song. Not really, no.
Okay. So basically, let's talk about just overall. We're heading into, you got Loyola, and then we start conference play next week. And you started off with very interesting choices by whoever made the schedule did it good, because you're starting off with your two biggest, I believe the two other Livonia schools, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So what's that going to be like? Because obviously, playing a team like Livonia Stevenson, and obviously a team that, I'll get the chance to see later today against Novi. But overall, what's it going to be like to play Stevenson, Churchill, city rivals? It's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's just exciting. I think we have a good chance to win cities this year. And I have a lot of friends on Stevenson, so it's going to be fun to play against them. And hopefully there's a good crowd. Hopefully there's a lot of energy in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
What is Coach? Oh, go ahead. What were you
No,
saying?
you're good. No, you're good. You're good.
All right. What has Coach Hurley meant to you?
mean, he's been there for me since like seventh, eighth grade because he coached my brother. So I mean, he's always been there. He's been pushing me. Like he's always keeping me in line, make sure I'm not selfish. He's just a great coach.
What's when you talk about, of course, your brother is Jack Cronyn.
Yeah.
Uh, what's that? What was it like to just watch him play for Livonia Franklin?
I mean, it was cool. I was a little kid, like seventh, sixth grade. So I always loved basketball. I always like watching him play. And he kind of paved the way for me in Franklin. Got me really close to that varsity head coach, like really young, at a really young age. So I got to work with him a lot of my life.
Yeah. Well, okay. So just kind of talk about what you've kind of seen, and this is the time where you get to talk about your other teammates.
Yeah.
Who's really impressed you so far? Because it's either you're having a good night, Eric's having a good night, Robbie's having a good night. What's that been like to see? We know what Eric can do, and we know what
Yeah.
you can do. But what's it like to see Robbie have the performance that he's had?
I mean, that's nice. We thought we were gonna lose Robbie for a while of the season. We were all like, what are we gonna do? Then he comes back, we get the news that he's only missing 1 week of games. So then he comes back the third game. I struggled that game, honestly, but it's just nice to have like I can lean on him to have a good game. He dropped 22 with like three threes. So it's really nice. And Kevin's been performing really well this year too. Against PCA, he
I
had a
was
really
just
good
about to
game.
ask about that next. To have someone like Kevin Davis, obviously we know many people know him for with baseball because of obviously he was committed to LCC, but to have Kevin be a part of this, and Kevin's really just and Kevin doesn't make the highlight reel or make the score sheet, but he puts in his accomplishments are not overlooked by you guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bulldog. Like he doesn't take a single play off. He's always working. I mean, always rebound. He's always that guy to have a box out. So like we just go get rebounds nice and easy. And he's always hustling on defense. And he's always there for a dump off. And his post game's gotten really good. It's improved a lot.
And just last thing, going into these couple games, and you've talked about your confidence being where it is. What kind of triggered that?
I mean, just the work I put in. I really found my shot. I mean, I really got confident in my game. I believed in myself actually during AAU. I kind of broke out. I averaged like 15, 16 points a game. So I knew I could do it. I mean, believed in myself.
Everything happens for a reason, bud.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Well, Mitchell Cronin, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck against Loyola.
Thank you for having me.